Is this working? I am now live streaming, but the picture's wrong. I gotta do. Wait a minute. I think I'm live. Am I? No, I'm not live. How is this? Hello? No. Oh, nuts. People are here! Amazing! Wait. Wait for it.
I'm gonna change my picture.
Who am I? Can you guys hear me? I feel like there's a delay. I have failed as a human being and a streamer. So what do I got?
What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Oh, nuts.
All right. Let's try this. Hey, look.
Hi.
Oh, my goodness.
That's right. It's me, Astro Phoenix.
Something about Schmade and Schmooky. I don't know. What am I pondering about? Oh, look. Can you guys hear me? I can't. There's a delay here. You can hear me. Yes. Amazing. Colossal. Stupendous. I haven't failed. You know what?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Hello, Alan. Oh, so glad. Okay. I'm really good with computers, but apparently when you reach a certain age, you become technically inept. So here I am being a moron.
Me, no.
Anyway, so yeah, when things get weird, I tend to make weird noises. Here's what I'm going to do today. Pretty much this, because
nobody wants to see me hunched over writing my name on
a picture. But please, if you want one, go to the link in the bio and order a picture, and I will autograph it and send it off. If you want a little picture, I can do whatever you like. What else can I do? I wasn't prepared for this. I need water. What do I need? I need my suit. I forgot to put on my suit. Oh, no, wait. Can you guys see the little logo? I've got my logo there. You do know about my alter ego, right? I am Amazing Man. I should... See? You didn't know. Not until I take the glasses off, because it's such a good disguise. Anyway, I am so delighted that you guys are here because, as I've said many times to many people, all of my friends are sick of hearing this. Actors are psychic vampires. We feed on applause and adulation, and I sit in a box and starve all day. So, thank you so much. Meeting you guys, I got to go to the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships, or the semifinals was in Chicago last year, and I got to meet some of you. I think some of you might have been there, and I can't tell you what it means. Because like I said, we never get to see you guys. We never get to hear the applause. So it means so much to have moments like this, to have people contact us on social media. It did contact me, I should speak for myself. But I know that everybody appreciates all of you guys. So thank you very much. You're pondering about... I'm always pondering about Pokemon. I have to say, I was so excited when I first got cast in Pokemon because I was already playing the game at that point. You guys probably don't know this. Gosh, I used to write video game reviews for Cream Magazine, which is sort of an edgier version of Rolling Stone. And I got a lot of free games. Didn't get paid much. In fact, I don't think they paid me at all. But I got a lot of free games. That was right about the time that Doom came out. MHI and Legion. Oh, look at that. I got audiobook pads. Honestly, that's most of what I do these days is audiobooks. I love doing animation. I love doing cartoons. I've been a cartoon fan since I was a kid. My Popeye and Bugs Bunny impressions have been, they're not perfect, but, you know, I've been doing those for years. Alex. Well, I hope you will. I hope you will hear me in the main Pokemon anime someday. I have to share this because this is Lisa Ortiz. She cast me in what is probably my favorite role ever in anime. I was the leader of the Alolan Pikachus. And I know there are other people who have played Pikachus before in video games, besides the original, whose name I shamefully do not know. She was the only voice that was kept from the original. But the fact that I got to play the Alolan Pikachu, he was orange. He kind of looks like he's halfway between Pikachu and a Raichu. And that was one of the best moments for me in animation. So, yeah. Yeah, so many people here. I'm so excited. You know what? I'm going to have to ask my son to get me a glass of water or something, because my tongue is sticking to my teeth. I can't talk.
Wait a sec.
Maybe I can text him. Text Oliver. Hey, could you bring me a glass of water, please? Oh, wait. Check this out. Computer. Announce. Oliver, could you bring me a glass of water? My son's name is Oliver because I'm number 3. And so he's number 4. It was a chain letter I couldn't break. Computer, stop. I didn't mean to announce all of that. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, because I feel like a fool. But again, it means a lot that you guys are here. And I recognize so many of these names. Prehistoric postmodernist. I know that guy. But yeah, it means so much.
I wish I could talk to you guys. I could just do funny voices.
If there's any requests, please. Hiya, Disneymon. A Disneymon. Ron Leaney? No way. Come on. All right, now I'm Jinkies. Wow. Hi, Ron. I've always been very honored that you're a fan. So thank you so much. I've watched you before, so it means a lot that you're watching me. Wow. Thank you. 3,000. Yes. I love you, 3,000. Uh-oh. Did you hear that? Cats.
I got cats.
One of them wants to escape. I'm in the basement. Here, you know what? I'm going to switch on my, or switch off my VCam. You won't be able to see much.
Because it's dark down here.
But behind me, well, you can see my cat hair covered bed, because I have way too many cats. But behind me, there is a print that is very dear to me. It's, I tried to get this to work with my phone, but I'm a dork. I'm not a dork, not enough of a dork to get this figured out. My favorite line of Asters is everybody else's favorite line of Asters, which is,
and his name rhymes with Schmaden Schmooky.
I had a hard time keeping a straight face for that one. So, yeah, that was my favorite line as Aster. Wow, this is so cool. There's so many people here. I'm really touched. But yeah, as I was saying, that is a memorial. You can't quite see it from here, but I'll tell you in a second. That is a memorial to Mel Blanc, who, of course, was the greatest voice actor ever. My hero. And I think it was 1989. It was right after he passed. I was in the Warner Brothers store and I saw that and I just started crying. And my mom's boyfriend surprised me with that for Christmas, and it was a very special present. He's not with us anymore, so it means a lot to me that he gave that to me, and I always have that hanging up in the background. My favorite Pokemon, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it, Gyarados. Right? Gyarados. Because how many times did I have to do that Magikarp to get Gyarados? That was like that was the most satisfying thing, finally getting it to evolve into Gyarados. Wait, favorite Disney movie? Okay. At the moment, and we're not including Pixar movies, but even including Pixar movies, I have to say, probably Tangled. I love Tangled. Tangled is, thank you. I think so too. Tangled is one of my favorite movies, period. I could watch that over and over and over again. The voice acting in that movie is so good, and so many wonderful, wonderful character actors who we all know from TV. Oh God, my memory has gone. Brad, help me out here, guys. One of he's got a wonderful deep voice. He was the brother on Everybody Loves Raymond. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But just wonderful, wonderful actors in that movie, and great music. So yeah, that's my favorite Disney movie. Thank you. Yes. Jump scare.
Don't be frightened.
It's just me, right? Mandy Moore. Oh my gosh, she was amazing. And the guy who played the thief, Brad Garrett. Thank you, Alex. Brad Garrett is his voice. Wow. I wish I could get down there. He's amazing.
I'm the squeaky guy. You know, I'm the guy they get.
You know, when they need a dolphin, that's what they get me. They get the high pitch guys. I get that. Although I have been playing. Hi, Mizum. Mizum for you. Who's coming? Wait. Shh. Maybe he doesn't want to be seen. I might have to step off camera. Give me a minute here. Hey. Oh, not just a cat. Here, wait. Here we go. This is Squeeze the cat.
Say hello, Steve. I don't want to be here. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Hey, hello.
Cat time. It's always cat time in my house. We have 3. No less than 3. We have Squeeze the cat, Minnie, and Elsie. Elsie is actually short for Elsie, little cat. Did I voice at the 4Kids dub of Tama and Friends and Ultraman? No. I wish I had. I love Ultraman. I used to work in a science fiction store, the science fiction mega store, Forbidden Planet, and I ran the toy department. And so, yeah, I have quite a few Ultraman monsters. The Bandais, those are great. But fond memories voicing Drew. I enjoyed Drew, but he was so obnoxious to May, right? Oh, have I met the voice of Jay? Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. We did a signing at one of the, it was a couple years ago, or was it last year? No, I can't even remember. It was during the pandemic because I was wearing a mask, but hello, Mavis. Sweetheart. Lovely to see you. You saw my cat get on my desk right by my door. Yeah, well, wait. We gotta get the rest of them down here. They are doing Ultraman dubs. I would love to do an Ultraman dub. The Ultraman has the best monsters ever. Oh, look who it is. Hey, cuz, what's up? Do I have a favorite everybody's favorite Astro Phoenix line. And it rhymes with Schmaden Schmooky, right? Really? Okay, can I just say how much I miss Veronica Taylor? She used to live in New York, and we used to hang out all the time. She is actually, here's a good story. I was doing language tapes back in the 90s, right? Yeah, no, so maybe it was right around the turn of the century. I had been doing them for a long time in the 90s, and I started working with a woman named Veronica Taylor, who was lovely, and we became good friends. And she was like, hey, you should do cartoons. And I was like, Dad, please, where can I do cartoons? I would like to do cartoons. And she said, well, I'm Ash. And I went, what? You are Ash Ketchum? Gotta catch them all, Ash Ketchum? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, what did you be? I want to be a Pokemon, please. And I got cast for, the first show I did at 4Kids, if you guys remember, was Fighting Foodons. I'm sorry. The goofiest anime ever. It was Pokemon with food, fried ricer, and it was crazy. They had food fighting each other. Whoa.
No, stop.
My computer's trying to go to sleep. Chinkies.
They'd make a monkey out of you, but nature beat me to it.
Anyway, so Veronica invited me to go over to 4Kids, and I auditioned and started working on Fighting Foodons, and then not long after that, I was cast as Zigzagoon, which that was
Zigzagoon.
Again, I'm the squeaky guy. I always around Christmas time I do a lot of elves. Yeah, they were cooking. I don't remember who I played on F-Zero. Oh. Okay, you are nutty. I love that that's your favorite character. Because, I thought about maybe dyeing my hair green and cosplaying sometime, but we'll see. We'll see. Forgive me, guys. I have ADD, so if I go off topic, just remind me. You've got to go. Oh, dude, I never played Sword and Shield. Sadly, I don't have time for a lot of games anymore. But I did play Overwatch for a long, long time because not only is it an awesome game, but I don't know if you ever noticed, the logo is OW, which are my initials. So I have a lot of Overwatch gear, a lot of t-shirts and stuff. Right? The green hair would be awesome. Ruari! Welcome! What? The complete dude. Funky Cops. That rings a bell, but I don't think I was on that. You'll have to look on IMDb. My favorite video game of all time. That's tough. I mean, old school. I mean, let's see. 8-bit? Master Blaster. Nobody remembers that. I'm the oldest man in the world. Besides that, let's see. Oh, yes. My favorite game of all time, Star Control for Sega Genesis. Again, nobody knows about the hello, Eric. You, I know you. He's an old friend of mine. Yay. But yeah, Star Control on Sega Genesis. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my God, the Urquan battle cruiser, dude. It was Star Control was kind of like what was it? Space Wars, one of the first video games, which was it was a 2-player game. You played against each other. One ship, you had 2 ships in.
Oh, come on. Stupid screen.
Forgive me. You're going to have to keep clicking this so it doesn't go back to sleep.
Or, no, I know how to use computers. Maybe I can do something in settings.
What a dork. Who is this guy? Anyway, F-Zero fan, anytime Konami asks me, I will come to do a Yu-Gi-Oh event. Anything, anytime. I haven't done any conventions in a long time. I just wrote to the people, I forget what they're called. They're doing the big card convention. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm a dork. But you remember that game? You remember Star Control? That game. Oh, okay. So you know your stuff. So you probably know the original Space Wars. That was a game where you had one ship look like a Star Destroyer and one ship looked like the Enterprise, and you played against each other shooting. It was like kind of like Asteroids controls. Two buttons to spin and one button for thrusters and another button for fire. But Star Control had like 17 different kinds of ships, and they all had different powers. Some were really fast with very with a short range laser beam, and some had like drones that could attack independently. They would fire ships out of them. So cool. So yeah, well, that's Sartorius. Not surprised. You know, I am desperate for a glass of water. I might just have to run upstairs and get a glass. Or you know what? I'll be right back. There we go. I am hydrated.
I'm gonna have to go back in there because Squeeze left a present.
Anyway, thank you. Thank you for being patient. And hello, Jennifer M. Welcome. Since Pokemon Quarters are... Whoa! Edna mode, of course.
Edna mode.
The picture, I was talking about this before. The picture behind me is, it's a, you know what? I'm going to take it off the wall and bring it up. Back in 1989, I saw this. Can you get, nope. There we go. I saw this in the Warner Brothers Superstore, Megastore, the Warner Brothers store. Anyway, it broke my heart. I just started crying when I saw this. Yeah, sorry I couldn't get that up there. There we go. Mel Blanc. My hero. When I was a kid, I watched Looney Tunes every day. It is who I am. It is a large part of who I am. And we'll fix that later. But in fact, I annoy all of the audio engineers and people who work in recording studios, because every time I leave a session, I go,
well, goodbye. And don't think it hasn't been a little slice of heaven. 'Cause it hasn't.
Yeah, it's annoying. You did? Whoa. That is amazing. Oh, also, yes, big fan of Lilo and Stitch. 'Cause, duh. Hello. Look at this, my friend. I got friends. I miss you guys. I live in the sticks, by the way. I live out in the mountains, far from everything. But it's going really well, Zach. Thank you. Good to see you. Welcome. Gosh, this is so weird, but I love it. You know, and I've been meaning, I really want to start streaming games. So if there's any games you guys want to see me stream, let me hear it. I've been thinking, you know, maybe I should stream Duel Links, but I'm so bad at it. Oh, hi, Jamie. Miss you, buddy. Ikemon McMad. No. Oh, I hope I can be in it too. Ikemon McMad was the most insane character I ever played. And there was an episode where he had to rap, but sadly, I am afflicted with terminal whiteness. I couldn't do it. It was so bad. So bad. I can't remember. Oh, one of the engineers came in and did it for me. Wish I could remember. I want to say Sean Conrad. I can't remember. Yes, why would I use any cards besides Destiny Heroes? They are the best. I have the best cards. And when I did play Duel Links, I played it enough on the phone to unlock Aster. But I always played Destiny Heroes. And, oh gosh. Not Pot of Greed. But what's the card that I have that's better than Pot of Greed? Double Draw. Yeah. Favorite oh. Well, Baby Groot. That's who I want Drew to dance battle against. He would clearly lose. You met Billy. Oh, Billy Bob is such a both. I've known Cassandra for years and years. I only met Billy Bob a few years ago. Two of the most talented and lovely people I've ever met. But yes. I'm glad to hear I'm not the only painfully white person. Okay. I am so sad about the fact that I know you guys weren't happy with it, or some people weren't happy with it, but I got to be on the original One Piece. I was Django and Onion, and I loved the voice. I looked at Django and I saw he looked to me like a combination of Michael Jackson and Steve Tyler from Aerosmith. And I came up with this voice, which was kind of like Otto from The Simpsons, like the bus driver. But it worked, and I thought it was perfect. And then, I went to Filmation. So, Big the Cat, again, one of my favorite characters, because I love Froggy. Destiny Draw, thank you, Mizum. You did? Oh. Yeah, Destiny Heroes, duh. Hello, boss. My boss is here. Hi, James. This is fun. I cannot believe how many people are here. Oh, yeah. No. Billy Bob he's a monster. There are people that I'm good at what I do, but there are people out there that I'm like, I defer to you because you have more range than I. Sean Schimmel. What can I say? You guys know Sean. Mark Thompson. Once I got to play a legendary Pokemon, big one, but usually they go to Mark because he's got that amazing deep voice. I did return for Big the Cat.
Oh, jinkies! Well, you oughta...
I know. I'll fix that. I'll do it right now.
What a dope.
Here we go. Yes, I was a computer consultant, believe it or not. You know what? You want to hear a cool story? I actually used to be, don't tell anybody. I was a computer consultant, and one of my clients was Lorne Michaels of Saturday Night Live, the producer. I used to go there and unplug his router and plug it back in and then go home. So, that was a good job. But anyway, here we go.
Power. System. Thank you. Screen and sleep. Come on, why can't you just get in? When plugged in, don't ever turn off my screen. Thank you. All right, much better. Here we go. So, what else? I really did return for Lego Dimensions. Oh, duh, yeah, Destroy Phoenix Rush, of course. I was a huge Sonic fan, too. I mean, I can hear the rings in my head right now. I can hear the song. Zigzagoon is the best. That's right. For a very, very lucrative year, I was the Honey Nut Cheerios bee, and I got to push sugar-sweetened cereals on children, which I feel bad about still. But anyway, that was good. And I made some money, and that's over, so...
What else? Did I tell people to turn it off and on again? Who is my favorite movie? Okay. I have to say, hands down, Tom Holland. You know why? Okay. My kids won't go to Marvel movies or Pixar movies with me anymore because I cry. Forget about it. Infinity War, Endgame, 6 or 7 times, easy. But when, I guess it was in Captain America? Cap 3? When you first see... Oh, no. Totally, Tom. Totally. I haven't even seen the Garfield movies. I know, right? And I'm a comic book nut. But anyway, in the first time that Tony meets Peter, and Peter says... He wants to say the words... I'm tearing up right now. He wants to say the words that his Uncle Ben told him. And you know the words. with great power. So in that moment, when he's talking to Tony, I was like, yeah, you get it. You're Peter. You know, there's sometimes these characters, I've known these characters all my life. Like Peter is I know who he is. I know who Peter is. I know who Clark is. I know who Bruce is. I know those characters. And sometimes, sometimes people nail it, if I could choose between Captain America and Iron Man and Civil War. Cap. Sorry. Always Cap. I know. I feel the same way. That made me so happy. Seeing Spidey in the MCU. That was just like my heart soared. Bad guy. Oh, that was a long time. I don't know why they didn't finish it. But yeah. I wish I could take you guys around my room. I have so many posters up on the other side. I have a lot of JLA, a lot of Justice League, and I have a giant Crisis on Infinite Earths poster that I had sort of framed on the wall there. And yeah, I know I'm technically good. I should be able to do this. Maybe, well, you know what I'll do? I will take a picture of that stuff and I will put it up on Instagram later. Really? I'm glad Veronica chose Cap too. Because Cap is the best. One of my favorite moments with Cap, it was in a Daredevil comic book where the government had this black ops agent who was all pumped up on drugs and he was a problem. He was hurting people and Cap wanted to find out about this. So he busted into the Pentagon and busts into this general's office and the general's like, hey, you work for us. You're loyal to this country. And Cap says, he holds the flag and he says, I'm loyal to nothing but the dream. That's why I love Cap. Cap's the best. What else? You guys, if you want voices, ask away. Let me know what you want to hear. Oh, I don't know that I've ever caught a shiny Pokemon. Oh, wow. You met some amazing people. Okay, returning as Manta. He's one of my favorite characters because he was so insane. A lot of that. So that was such a treat. And I got to do it. I did it in my home studio. Oh my goodness. Because, this is so great. I'm sorry, I turned into Shaggy for a second there. Wow, man. Like, zoinks. Hello. Oh gosh. This means so much. I'm sorry I couldn't get the aspect ratio right. What a dork. But, it does mean a lot that you guys, I did. Oh yeah.
Could I do a Ricky Ricotta voice? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can do Ricky Ricotta.
Lucy's the one that's really hard. Really, really hard. But welcome. It's so good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you, Dragon Emperor of Chaos. Cap, because Cap, you gotta go with Cat. That's me. Who would I want to design? Ooh. Edna Mode. Although I am not the no capes thing, I got a problem with that. You're very welcome. By send in a card? We can, you know what? Send me a message. We'll talk about this. I'm going to start selling stuff on eBay. I have a bunch of card mats that Konami was kind enough to give me. And I'm going to sign those and put those up for auction on eBay. Wow. Shiny Pikachu and Fastball. I don't know if you heard this, but when I first started, I mentioned that probably my favorite moment in all of anime was voicing the voice of the Alolan Pikachu.
Pikachu!
That made me so happy, I can't tell you. No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, gosh.
Yes! That's right. Can anybody remember the bunny's name? Oh, I want to see that. What was the bunny's name in Winx Club? Anybody? Because I was the original bunny who was just sort of, didn't talk. But they made there was a doll. I have it somewhere, probably in storage. There was a talking, I want to say Kiko? Thank you, yes! Of course, Kiko, yes. Thank you. My brain is gone. But there was a talking Kiko where you could pull a string and there we go. But when I remember we got to the studio and they're like, what does Kiko say? And I said, And they're like, well, does he just talk? And I was like, no. So they said, all right, well, now you talk.
Okay, so I talk like this.
Unfortunately, those things, they don't last long. I still have one, but the voice, it doesn't. Grill from Fighting Foodons. Dumb bunnies. Oh, no, not those. That's another thing. This is from an old cartoon. Oh, Baby Dave.
Well, I'll tell you something. The saddest thing that I've ever experienced in my life was the death of Tim Dorsey. So I've considered taking our friend Serge and our friend Coleman up to New York, but I'm not so sure that people will go for that. Anyway, it means a lot that you guys, that there are people who out there who enjoy my audiobooks. That's most of what I do these days. Yes, thank you, Kiko. My favorite part from the Ricky Ricotta series. Wow. There's so many. I can't think of one in particular. Probably Lucy's Castle. But yeah, again, I'm just so glad that there are people out there that listen to my audiobooks, because that's some of my favorite stuff to do. By the way, you guys who like Pokemon, I did a series years ago. I'm gonna have to pull up my browser because I can't remember anything.
Okay, here we go. Pull up my browser.
And,
I need you back.
oh, for crying out loud.
Now I've lost the stream. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go over here and go to Audible, where I go all the time because, like I said, I don't have an audience. I never hear applause. So I go to look at the stuff, what people say about my audiobooks on Audible all the time. And one of the most popular books that I did was a series called...
Oh, come on.
I have to sort by average customer review. Gin Tamer Evolution. Oh, it's the Gin Tamer series. It's RPG lit RPG, so it's basically a ripoff of Pokemon. Don't tell anybody I said that. But it's Pokemon, and it's 3 books. It's one of the most popular series I've ever done on Audible, so take a look at it. You got an A for that drawing? Dude, good job. Oh, funny thing about Thumper, that was the name of my first pet, who was a bunny. And, oh, thank you, Eddie. I'm so glad you made it. Zeraora. But yeah, my first pet was Thumper, a bunny, when I was 3, and kept her on the terrace in an apartment in New York City. And, oh, one sec. But, when Thumper died, my dad said that he moved to a farm. Apparently they just put him down the incinerator. And the superintendent came to the door one day and said, "I see your rabbit died." Anyway, so for Aster another. Oh no, I had no idea. I had no idea. And one of the things that I found out later is that there is a sage, someone who knows everything about Yu-Gi-Oh and Kaiba and all the games. There was a sage who said that there is one person who is at the same level as Yugi and Kaiba. And that's me. I'm just saying, I got the best cards. Destiny Heroes rule.
Oh no! Not Lucy!
Oh my gosh, thank you. Dude, it means so much. It really does. It means so much to hear from you guys and to know that you appreciate what I've done. Every now and then, I work in a bookstore on Saturdays. My boss is here. I'll be there tomorrow, don't worry. But I sell a lot of books, and sometimes I go, oh yeah, I recorded that book. And people go, what? And a couple of weeks ago, a guy came in, and I said, he said, he was talking to his wife, and he said, I really just listen to audiobooks. And I said, oh really? What are you listening to now? And he said, Monster Hunter. And I said, oh really? I'm Oliver Wyman. And he was floored, which blew me away. And then, am I surprised at how much? Oh, Dragon Emperor, thank you. Thank you for coming. Am I surprised at how much anime has changed? Anime has, it's gone in, there's so many different, the things that I've seen. Years ago, I was a huge fan of Akira. And I had seen the original undubbed version hundreds of times before the dubbed version came out. And that was, no. Glaily. So I do love anime. I haven't kept up with it. My son used to watch a lot. But third was Joey. That makes sense. Wayne, one of my favorite people in the world. We did the Turtle show. It was one of the only shows that we all did together. And I was Fugitoid in the show. Sadly, not one of the turtles. But every time we got together, Wayne had us on the floor in tears. He's one of the funniest people ever. Welcome, Quartz Cosplay. Please, yes, I will please tell them to dub it if I'm in it, especially. I would totally. Are you kidding? My wife is from the UK. In fact, sadly, my wife and children, I'm turning into a Shaggy again. My wife and children are leaving for England in a couple of weeks, and I have to work, so c'est la vie. Oh, thank you so much. Siegfried is one of my favorite characters ever, because he was so evil and so flamboyant at the same time. Yeah, and just crazy. Who else did I really like playing in anime? My first role was Dr. Toka in Zayram. Yeah, I usually, that makes sense. Absolutely. Joey would dance battle against Rocket Raccoon. Talk about, speaking of voice actors, Bradley Cooper did the best job. I love Rocket so much. I love that character. I love him as much as James Gunn does. Oh, please do. Please. I'm very anxious to come and see all you guys and happy to sign autographs. So ask your conventioneers, tell them, ask for me by name. Tell them you want Ollie Wyman or Pizza Rustica. You own the original? Whoa. Was that in, was it its own manga or was it in, what was that show? What was the manga that Shaman King and Yu-Gi-Oh came from? Help me out here. I know you guys know this. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I know. I saw that picture of Wayne and Dan. I miss those guys so much. Well, I read a lot. I read a lot of comics. I have to say, though, in the last year, I read the complete Last Kingdom series by Bernard Cornwell, one of my favorite series of all times. And then I immediately read the Winter King series, which is all about Arthur. So good. Shonen Jump. Thank you, baby Dave. Of course you know. Of course you do. By the way, I miss you. Original. Yep. Wow. That's awesome. Shonen, of course. Derp. What was I talking about?
Oh, jeez.
I can't remember. Oh, being a reader. Thank you. Right now I'm reading the best book ever. I'm reading, and I urge you all to read this book. It blows my mind every time I pick it up. Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. It is so good. I'm working the bookstore tomorrow, and I'm going to push it on people. I hope we have copies. Yes, I was the dragon and the egg.
Wink, 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 wink.
That was a big deal. I was, it's that show is mostly kids. I was a guest adult. It was pretty cribs dubbing for 4 kids. It was pretty, they wanted to get that done real quick. But we had a lot of fun. I got very friendly with a lot of the engineers. Some good friends. I haven't seen them in a long time. No, they did the dubs they did the dubs for Backyardigans in New York City. And I was also in,
oh, jeez.
Was it? I can't remember. Some other Nickelodeon show. Then those are fun because you don't have to match flaps. You don't have to, it's not like dubbing a Japanese cartoon. And when we did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show, that was all, we did the lines and then they animated to our voices. But there's something really fun. It's like a video game dubbing. I miss doing that. I've started to dub some Korean soap operas, and I did a show for Netflix a couple years ago called The Forest. It was a French TV show. Backyardigans is the best. I loved it. Oh, I became very good friends with some wonderful people. I miss Wayne. I miss Tony. I saw Ted not too long ago, which is always great. I love Teddy. Gosh, so many wonderful people. So many wonderful people. Shaman King games. Was there a Shaman King game? Oh, really, Alex? Cool. Yeah, that's right. IDCNY. Oh, Ted is one of the sweetest people in the world. I love him very much. I love everybody. If there's nobody, there's nobody like, oh, I don't like that guy. No, we're all good friends. Oh my gosh, the Don Zulu. You know what? I'd have to. I don't. I'm afraid. Wait, what? There's no. What the what? Oh man, if Princess Bride was public domain, I would just get on YouTube and start reading it. Dan Green told Yugi. Whoa. That is a pretty. Yugi can handle the Infinity Stones. Mewtwo, not so much. Apples and oranges. I don't know about that. But I like stuff like this. I like hypothetical questions like this about things that aren't real. That's what we do best. The castle. That right? The castle. That was my favorite moment from Ricky Ricotta. Yeah, let me see. I'm having so much fun. You guys, if you want to stick around, I'll be here all night. Well, at some point I got to cook dinner for my family. I'm the cook. Oh, they do those whenever they do the card battle shows, whenever they do the tournaments, the semifinals, because the finals are done in Tokyo. I got to be there in 2018, I think, which was great. Yes, that's right. You can kill me in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I play a homeless superhero named Neutron Man. Yeah. And then, in the Warriors, I'm the hi Karen. Yay. My first crush. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know about Pinocchio. We'll find out. I haven't heard yet. Fingers crossed. But yes, so in The Warriors, I don't know if any of you guys have seen The Warriors. It's a great movie from the late 70s. And Dilly Wonka, I know you. Hello, my friend. I was the guy who at the end has the bottles on his fingers and he goes, "Warriors, come out to play." And I remember when I heard, because I'm a big video game geek, I heard that Rockstar was making the Warriors game. I went to my agent and I said, "You have to submit me for this." And he had a piece of paper on his desk. He's like, "Your name is top of the list." And I was like, "Yeah." And I went up and I was like, "I'm gonna nail this." And sure enough. And I was so excited. I was like ran to people like, I'm the bad guy in the Warriors video game. Warriors, that guy, that's me. Because they wanted to get the original, I can't remember his name, wonderful actor. Gosh, my brain is gone. But they wanted to get him to do it, and they were like, yeah, his agent said for $20,000, and they said, "Thank you, we'll go with Ollie Wyman." Oh, Charlotte, thank you so much. You bet. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I'm so sorry I didn't get to. I wasn't prepared for this because I didn't realize I had to have streaming software, which I have, but my streaming software wasn't compatible with IG. Derp. Because I was gonna put on the costume. If you want, I could always go upstairs and put it on, but because I am Amazing Man. It's what I do. And if you're ever in the area, if you're ever near Woodstock, New York, on Halloween, you can find Amazing Man in the Halloween parade. So come visit. I can't imagine. I don't think Ricky's parents would let him play Grand Theft Auto. No, definitely not. That's a M for mature, and Ricky is definitely not mature. Ricky Ricotta, by the way, is a series that I did for Scholastic. It's by Dave Pilkey, who is the author, as I'm sure you know, of Captain Underpants and Dogman. And isn't there a cat man or a cat cop or something? Yeah, there's a cat. Anyway. And I got to do the voices.
Because I'm a high-pitched squeaky guy.
I got to do the voices for Ricky Ricotta, who's a mouse. And yes, I come down to the city for when they ask me to, but I have a home studio up in the mountains in the Catskills, and I don't think I've ever met Stuart. I know of him, certainly. Most of us, not Ricky Ricardo. Although that is, and you guys are all probably way too young, but the I Love Lucy show still to this day kills me, because if you watch the show, Ricky is always breaking up. He's always laughing because Fred Mertz, Ethel's husband, would always go off script. And apparently he was a little drunk. So Ricky was always laughing, and that just gets me. I love Cat Kid. Thank you. I knew it was a cat. But my favorite thing, when you see a performer who's having so much fun that they start laughing, That's the best. Or, even like when someone is so moved by what's happening, by their performance, by the words that they're saying, that they cry, that's gold. That's happened to me a number of times doing audiobooks. But yeah, when you get to there used to be on the Carol Burnett show, used to be my favorite thing. William Frawley, that's right. William Frawley, he was great. Deadpan, and just if you watch the show, you can see Ricky's losing it. But yeah, those are the best moments in entertainment. When I was just going to say that the Carol Burnett show had these performers, Tim Conway and Brain. Hedley Lamar. Come on. Help me out here. Somebody's got to be old enough to remember. Oh. I'm jealous, Detective Book Voyager. Alex, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. You're my people. And I'm so happy to see you all. Thank you so much. I'm not going, just saying goodbye to Alex. Anyway, did anybody got any voice requests?
Anything?
Questions, comments, monkeys? Hello, Greg. Oh, wait. Is that who I think it is? Oh my gosh. Hello, my friend. This is so fucking cool.
Sorry, forgive me. I didn't mean to drop the bomb. Whoa, boy. Oh,
sorry. I know, I won't do it again. I'm gonna get banned from IG now. They're gonna kick me off. But yeah, this is so cool. I wish I could, Oh, Froggy is my best friend in the whole world. I love Froggy. Yeah. I was so the other people have done big. Oh. I miss Mahoney. Mahoney's one of my favorite characters ever. That's right. Mahoney was a man who lives in the 1940s. And Coleman. Oh my gosh. My favorite voices to do ever. Coleman? Coleman. Probably Coleman. And he is, I will admit, totally patterned after, hello, welcome, Euphory, if I'm saying that right. No, I made up that voice. That was the voice. They said, what do you, he's big and so I was like, okay, I'm going to do this voice. But a favorite character that I voice, probably Coleman from the Surge books, Tim Dorsey's Surge Storms books. Coleman is based on Ethan Suplee, on his character from, not Better Call Saul. Earl, help me out here, folks. I need brains. Brains. My name is Earl. Not everybody. My name is Earl. Do you remember that show? Ethan Suplee was... There are very few people, in my opinion... That's right. There are very few people who can do stupid well. And I mean as a comedian. And, Lisa Kudrow, the other guy from Friends. God, I can't remember anything. Who am I? That's why I gave my son the same name so I wouldn't forget it. That's right. Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Halitosis. Would you want to attend Pokemon contests in Tangled's Kingdom of Corona? Ooh, wow. Tough call. I don't know. I couldn't say. I flip a coin. Where was I? See, this is the problem when you have a guy with ADD sitting in front of a microphone.
What do I...
Can I get some coffee? Some Ritalin? Something? No. Just kidding. Who am I? Hey! Anyway, so, you know what? I was thinking I could read something if you guys wanted to hear something. I don't know. If you have any requests, please let me know. What was I going to say? I can't remember. It must not have been very important. Oh, I remember. I'm radioactive. Shake. Sorry. Old Steve Martin jokes. Yeah, I can remember those, but not anything else. Whoa. Hello, Zane. Welcome. Bassmaster. Dude, well, I play bass, but I'm no master. I wish I were Mark King. He's my favorite bass player.
So yeah, what else do I have to say? I don't know.
You know what? I haven't been doing much in terms of cartoons lately. So I gotta say, part of the reason I think though is because I'm not in the city anymore. Well, I think Ricky hates his cousin because, I'm sorry to say, she's annoying. I'm just saying. She's hard to do. Her voice is...
She's really high-pitched. I can't even... Not today.
I can't do Lucy today. Oh, that makes perfect sense. I get... Yes. Brock. What's my range when speaking? Well...
I mean, I do a lot of these voices. You know, when they need the squeaky guy, they get me.
Low? Well, there's not Clearly.
That's his... Yeah, I'm not the low guy. You want low, you get Mark Thompson. You get Sean Schummel. Those are the low voice guys. By the way, one of my favorite things... Jim Cummings.
I gotta Google him.
I'm sorry. I don't know all the voice actors.
Meow.
Oh. Wow. Okay. He's a legend. I was not aware. Agent Franks. I can't... Oh, boy. There was one book where I had to do most of it, and that was hard.
I had to get really tight on the mic.
Oh. I had to do all the Franks voices very low, like in the morning, first thing in the morning. Oh, he's Winnie the Pooh. Oh, well, gosh. See, now I know Winnie the Pooh. Oh, again, there goes my memory. I want to say to the Google. The original voice. Yeah, Sterling Holloway. That's the voice I know. And I'm sure Jim Cummings does. I can only imagine he does a Sterling Holloway impression, but yeah. Oh, bother. I can't do. I'd have to reference it. When I do it, do I ever get... Yes. Oh, okay. Well, it's different every time. Some authors are are great about talking, being in contact. Pronunciations, like the Safe Hold books, I was on my own. I just made it up as I went along. But I do, a lot of times when I do an audiobook, I will contact the author and I will say, hey, if you have the time, could you maybe give me a list of the actors that you would cast as the characters in your book? Because then, not that I would do impressions of those people, but it would give me an idea of how to flavor their voices. And there was Hello Tiny Olive and T Oliver 07. Tolliver. Welcome. But I did a book once. It was a fantasy novel. And when you do Oh, okay. Real quick, the worst pronunciation mistake somebody gave me a really hard time because I said Louisville instead of Louisville, Kentucky. I'm sorry, I'm not from Kentucky, so I don't know. But anyway, I was doing this fantasy book, and when you do a fantasy novel, I'm sorry, Lord of the Rings, all that stuff, everybody's got an English accent. You don't have people with American accents in Middle-earth. No. So, right? So, I had this character that he was the villain of the book, and the author said that he would cast him as... I hear voices. Robert De Niro. And so I was like, Robert De Niro? British Robert De Niro? How does that sound? So I came up with this voice. And it's basically Bob Hoskins. But I did this voice the whole time. And he was great. One of my favourite characters I ever played. Yeah, he wasn't quite so Australian. But he ended up dying in the book. And I got really sad. I mourned for the villain. You met John Ratzenberger? Whoa. My funniest joke if I'm a jokester. Oh, boy. Trying to think of one I can tell. Okay, here's one. A bear and a rabbit are pooping in the woods together. And the bear turns to the rabbit and he says, "Hey, rabbit, does poop stick to your fur?" And the rabbit says, "Why, no." The bear picks him up and wipes his butt with the rabbit. That's an old Eddie Murphy joke. Yay, another... Oh, thank you so much.
You have no idea what it means.
I work in a bookstore, and I was just telling everybody that a couple of weeks ago, a guy came in and he was saying he listens to audiobooks. I said, "Oh, yeah, what are you listening to now?" And he said, "This Monster Hunter International." I said, "Oh, really? I'm Oliver Wyman." And he was blown away. And and he was like, so I had to do my Earl. Earl is one of my favorite characters to voice.
I love Earl.
He was, in fact, when I started doing that, I'll get to F-Zero, one sec. But when I started doing that series, I contacted Larry Correia and I asked him about, who he would cast these characters what actors he would use to cast the characters in MHI. And he said Tommy Lee Jones for Earl. And I heard that, but I didn't want to do straight up Tommy Lee Jones. Also, I wanted to kind of get across the notion that he chain smoked cigarettes. Earl is a character in Monster Hunter who is a werewolf. So he smokes cigarettes, and because he's a werewolf, it doesn't hurt him, I guess.
But he talks like this because he's from Alabama and he's got a real raspy voice.
Earl is a national treasure. These books are so much fun to do. It's all about killing vampires and werewolves. When I got this book, I was so, so happy. It meant a lot. Hello, MS Word or M Sword. Yes, I did get to be Captain Underpants for a day. I had a big inflatable suit. I didn't shave my head, though. I wasn't going to go all the way for the role. Oh, okay. Can I let you in on a secret? I mean, I get to read them first, but I'll let you in on a little secret. Don't tell anybody. I don't read audiobooks before I record them. I do them cold. And sometimes I go, oh, yeah, no, I got to go back and do that. But mostly it works out, so... Robbie Benson. Oh my goodness. By the way, I make that noise. Hello, my friend. It's good to see you. It's good to be seen by you. I wish I could see you. Yay. This is so great. What was I going to say? I can't remember. Something about audiobooks. If Drew ever gave a rose to Queen of Hearts. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I know that. I never know. Although The Tim Dorsey books, those are pretty popular. With a small, I have a small fan base for those. The MHI books, those are probably that's probably the series that I'm most well known for. And it's been a while. I miss doing those. I'm actually, I gotta let you know a little secret. Yeah, no. And unfortunately, if it sells 2 copies or 2,000 copies, I don't get any more money. C'est la vie. What are you going to do? So it doesn't really matter to me. Although, if something is popular and people like what I do, the companies will hire me more, but I haven't been hired in a while. So if you like what I do in terms of audiobooks, please go to Audible and give me a review, put a review on the books that you've listened to, and let those suits know that you like what I do, because I need a job. I got to feed my cats. Oh, yeah, totally. Please do. Tomorrow, I hope I sell some Ricky Ricotta books. I hope so. We will see. But yeah, again, it means so much to have fans of my cartoon work and my audiobook work here. So thank you guys for being here. It means the world. It really does. I'm so jealous of my brother. He gets to be on stage and he's in movies. Bronson Pinchot's one of the, he and I mean, he does a lot of the other Larry Correia books, and I am honored to be considered, in his league. So I have not seen a trailer for the Wicked movie. Oh, thank you. I honestly, my heart swells because it's hard being a performer without an audience. It's a kind of hell. It's really ironic because all I want is to hear people applaud. Grim Noir. Karen, miss you, honey. Thank you so much for being here. You may or may not. Yeah. Oh, it came out today. I can't see Inside Out 2 in the movie theater because the first one made me cry pretty much all the way through. Yeah. No. Pixar, I am not famous. I am a Z-list celebrity at best. But thank you for saying so. But yeah, I can't. Marvel movies and Pixar movies, forget. And Pixar movies have gotten worse. Ever since the dinosaur one. Boy, I can't remember anything. Forget about it. No. Up. Well, Toy Story 3. Did that come before Up? No. Up was first. And I miss you, my friend. Hugs, and everything good for you. Love. Hope to see you soon.
What was he talking about?
See, ADD is a terrible, terrible disease. I don't have ADHD. Yeah, I got the gamut. What was I talking about? Oh, I would love to see that. Because there was some stuff in there. There's an episode of Shaman King where, and forgive me, this is what it was. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. I would love to finish that. That was an ACX title. They never called me to do the rest. Write to Audible. Tell them you want me. But the original Shaman King dub on 4Kids had a scene where Morty, he was called Morty because they totally Americanized it, but Morty was crucified. He was on a gravestone. Yeah, and it was creepy, weird, like that. And they were, okay, yeah, no, we got to cut that right out. They didn't cut it out, but they changed the shape of the gravestone so it wasn't a cross, because I think people would have a problem with that. And there was a lot of stuff that was a little bit standards and practices, I think they're called. They decided, yeah, no, this won't fly for the little kids. So you got to change that. Shaman King was creepy at times. It's all about ghosts, so obviously. But again, I had a lot of fun working on that. Sean Schemmel's work on that show, he killed me. His characters, Amidamaru and Ryu, yes, we did. Well, no, we didn't do a lot of pickups. They pretty much, the directors and the engineers were really good. They got everything they needed first time around. Playaways. Yeah, no, I've heard about those. Those are cool. Hello, Lisa. Yay. This is so great. I don't get to see, but I get to be seen by all my favorite people. I miss you, sweetheart. I got to come visit you in the city. Next time I come. I'm stuck in the mountains. But this is so cool. Hi, sweetheart. But yeah, what else? If you guys have questions, comments, requests, I live in the mountains in the Catskills of New York. I used to live in the city, born and raised on Toity Fit and Toyd. I actually went to public school at Toity Toyd and Toyd. Yeah, with Hoiby and the Thoity Doity Boyd sitting on a coib, chirping and boiping and eating Doity oitworms. Along came Hoiby from Toity Toyd and Toyd, saw the Thoity Doity Boyds chirping and boiping and eating Doity oitworms. Oi, was he disturbed. Little, I loved that book. I can't tell you how much I loved America Fantastica. That's one of the best books I've done in a long time. That book made me cry hard. You'll probably hear it when you get to that part. Whoa, your niece Maddie is awesome. Born on Halloween. What a best birthday ever. That's my favorite holiday. That's when I go to Woodstock and I put on the amazing suit and skates and I don't know. Oh, I hope you're enjoying it. I love that book so much. But I don't know if I was on Kirby. I don't think so. I would have enjoyed that. And I'm kind of surprised because you figured they'd need some squeaky guys for that. And I'm the squeaky guy. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm so glad. I loved that character. Oh gosh. Can't remember his name. But yeah, Boyd Halverson. I loved Boyd. You have no idea how sad I am about that. Every year, my favorite thing that I look forward to every year, like a kid looks forward to Christmas, was doing another Tim Dorsey book. And it makes me so sad. I told the producer, the guy that hires me, I said, please contact HarperCollins and tell them if there's an unfinished manuscript, I will write the end of it. I will finish it. I miss being that so much. I miss being Serge and Coleman and Mahoney. No bad guys. No bad guys on F-Zero. I was, just randos. I did play the game, though, on my SNES. I am that hardcore. I am that much of a geek. Yeah, I was telling everybody before, I am... Oh, really? Wow. Tara's she's one of the first people I met doing cartoons. She's delightful and amazingly talented. And please, guys, and I'm sure you probably know about Rachel Lillis. If you can, please contribute. There's a contest for a Pokemon jacket signed by pretty much everybody except me. I'm on the wrong coast, so I didn't get to sign it. But if you guys could, please donate, and you'll get an entry in that contest. Oh yes, in fact I worked with Rachel many times before I started doing cartoons. And she's she's a very, very sweet, very talented woman. So, yeah, if you can, please contribute. What else? I gotta figure out what to make for my kids for dinner tonight. I don't know. What should I make? Burgers? No, it's too late. I have to make French fries. Don't have time for that. What else? Ask away. Gosh, I wish I could. You know what? Can I bring over? No. Everything's stuck to the walls. But like I said, I'm going to take pictures of my favorite band. Good question. Okay. Oh, that's hard. Did 4 Kids? Not really, but let me work on favorite band. I got to admit, for the last, and you might think this is weird, for the last 10 years, I have been a huge Mother fan. My friend Eric, who was here, I don't think he is anymore, he actually turned me on to them, and I was like, oh my God, these are my people. I love Mother. I also love OK Go a lot. I really love, I love OK Go. I love all their albums, particularly the second album, the name of which escapes me, but it starts with Invincible. Oh, they rock so hard. Oh, okay. Well, I look forward to you getting that and listening to it, Detective Book Voyager. 4 Kids never, no, Konami gave me stuff. They gave me like big poster of Aster, a big poster of Siegfried, and all kinds of card mats. 4 Kids gave me a check. Yes, their videos are the best. Since my kids were little, every time a new OK Go video came out, I'd be like, okay, everybody get pile in the living room and watch this. Yeah. The one on the airplane where they go in 0G. Oh, Inside Out. Oh, so great. Right? You'd think they would, but they never did. They were not bad people. They were very good to me. And it means a lot that I meet people all the time who are like, you were on those shows. That was my childhood. And it means a lot. I have never been to Toronto. I have only been just across the border to Canada, but I would happily go to. I have friends. One of the engineers I work with is in Toronto. Yeah, and I understand there's a lot of film work going on in Toronto. Is it Toronto? Yeah, a lot of film work going on in Toronto now. And I would happily do film work. I do a lot of extra work when I get the chance. But yeah, I don't get out of the house much. Like I said, I sit in a box talking to myself all the time. Beats working for a living. Hollywood North. Yes, that's right. That's right. I gotta read, and I like it cold, so I've always told my wife, sorry, puberty. I've always told my wife I want to go further north because I'm fine with the cold. It's the heat that drives me nuts. Summer's already begun here. And it's like, it's 72 degrees. It's too hot. No, I did not try the Sonic IHOP food promo. Star Kitten, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means so much that you are here and that you enjoy what I do. Thank you so much.
I don't know what else to say.
This is so much fun. I didn't think this was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be weird, but I have ADD, so I can just go on forever. I'd probably just be talking to myself if you guys weren't here. But yeah, I started to say for years, whenever I mess up a take, I meow. That's just the noise that comes out by default. And there's some engineers out there that have hard drives full of my meows because they would just save all the outtakes. Someday I hope you guys, I'm sure you've probably heard the outtakes from Thundercats. Yeah, those are funny. Someday, maybe you'll get to hear the outtakes from Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. Never heard of it. No idea. Yu-Gi-Oh? Never heard of it. I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't me, I swear. But yeah.
What else do I have?
I got nothing. Buh. Aladdin. He's a hero. Yeah. He's the hero. I never get to be the hero. Dan Green is always the hero. He's got the hero voice. I wish I had that voice. That's why he's Yugi. He's got the best hero voice of all. Yeah, who else? Oh, Jason Griffith. Yeah, talk about hero voice. That's right. Oh, it's it, Karen. That's a different Dan Green. I actually have two friends who are Dan Green. Dan Green, who lives up here, who I used to be part of a theater group in the city with. He's one of my favorite people, and he makes robot monsters. Yeah, I have been a robot monster in a costume that he made on roller skates. Right. This is one of my favorite people. And the other Dan Green, one of my favorite people, but that's Dan Green from Yu-Gi-Oh! And anime and a million other things. He's also done some audiobooks as well. So yeah. But yeah. I've gotten to work with some really, really lovely people. You're so silly. Yeah, they would tell me, 4Kids would say, sadly, this is the last episode. Because the episode, all the Japanese cartoons were already made, so they knew, if a character was coming back. Although I think when I started doing Aster, there were some new episodes. There were new episodes being made after I had already dubbed Aster. So, but there's so many years of sitting in the booth matching flaps. Matching the flaps. Like I said, it's like a video game. Hello! Welcome, Sonic Heroes Hostin. Huzzah. Thank you for coming. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this, because like I said, I got to cook dinner for my kids, and my wife, everybody. The cats have been fed. And I got to figure out what I'm going to have. Did I ever? Well, I don't know if you heard that. Amazing! Amazing! I'm sorry Amazing Man couldn't make an appearance tonight, but you may recognize him. Anyway, did I ever sing for 4Kids? I don't know if F-Zero fan, if you heard this earlier, but there was an episode of Ultimate Muscle where I had to rap as Ikemon McMahon. And as I said before, I am terminally white. So yeah, nobody wanted to hear that. So yeah, that didn't work out so well. That was the closest I ever came to singing for 4Kids, I think. Maybe for Viva Pinata? I can't remember. It was so long ago. It's like 20 years ago? Yeah. Yeah. Amazing! I got to tell you, that is my favorite thing to do. I started doing Amazing Man in the Fringe Festival in New York City, and it was magic. It was amazing. I put on skates, cape and tights with a big letter A, and I started skating all over the city, and people would stop and go, "Who is that man?" And I'd go, "Amazing Man!" And hello, Backyardigans! Amazing. So yeah, I don't know if you can see my logo. No. Over here. Where's my logo? There's my logo.
I didn't do this right.
I need, Tyrone's Clowns. Oh. I'd have to say Big the Cat. Big the Cat is probably... Well... I mean, considering how popular Sonic is, he might be the most well-known character I've played. Besides Aster. Even including Aster. Trying to think what other popular... The Fugitoid. That was a character. I played the Fugitoid on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that was very special to me. As I said, I'm a huge comic book fan. And I was actually... My voice was selected by... Kevin Eastman? Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman. I think... no, Peter Laird. Boy, my brain is gone. But one of them created the Fugitoid, and they... Yeah, I think it was Laird. He created the Fugitoid before they created the Turtles. They were... The way I heard it is they were drunk one night, and they're like... They'd been reading Daredevil comics, which has the Hand... and all of these deadly ninjas. And they're like, we should make a comic about these turtles that are like teenagers and they're ninjas. And the next thing you know, it's one of the hottest titles ever. Because why not? Wouldn't you want to hang out with a mighty robot instead of having dinner with your parents? I would. Favorite X-Man. Nightcrawler, I mean, Wolverine, yeah, but I love Nightcrawler. Yeah, I mean, it's I love the Hellfire episode, the Hellfire issues with that preceded the Dark Phoenix saga. I love that. Those John Byrne issues are some of the deeply ingrained in my brain. Professor Honeycutt, yeah. I loved being that character. But yeah, X-Men, definitely. It's a toss-up. Wolverine, Nightcrawler. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but in Westchester, they've opened an X-Men mansion, and you can go there and visit the X-Men mansion, and they were looking for somebody to be sort of the guide, the groundskeeper, and unfortunately, I didn't get the gig, but c'est la vie. I'm also, you guys, I don't know if you know about this, I'm a big Dungeons and Dragons fan. I love D&D, been playing for years. And there's a D&D show going on in New York City right now that I submitted an audition for, and sadly, I think I'm too old. I can't imagine that. Oh, there's a lot I don't remember. I remember, oh gosh. I remember working with some unbelievable people, some of the directors.
Brain, why have you failed me?
Clearly I don't remember that much.
What am I? I gotta go look this up now.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm talking to you guys. I'm not going to look stuff up on a computer. Andrew Rannells. That's whose name I was trying to remember. Andrew Rannells, who is like huge now. He was the original lead in Book of Mormon.
This might answer your question. Andrew Bogut's birth name is Andrew Michael Bogut, and he was born on November 28th.
Computer, stop. Derp. Sorry, I gotta watch when I say the C word. Computer. Because that's Alexa. Not you. They're all over the house. It's terrible. I got AI. Here's your... Well, a little Coleman. I gotta pull up a script. I can't improv Coleman because he's too funny. So I'm gonna pull up a script. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm pulling up a script. Oh, gosh, I miss him so much. I miss being Surgeon Coleman more than you could possibly imagine. But for those of you who are not familiar, let me pull this up. Good reader. Audio scripts. Harper. Tim Dorsey. All right. Naked came the Florida man. Come on. Find some Coleman. Okay. My fingers are fat and stupid. Here we go. Coleman looked out the rear window of their muscle car racing over a bridge. Why is everyone driving Why is everyone else driving the other way?
Because they're evacuating. It's a smart move.
Then shouldn't we be evacuating?
Absolutely not,
said Serge, turning on a tactical silicone windshield wipers.
They have to flee because they don't know what they're doing. We're professionals.
How's that?
Everyone else gets ready for storms according to the official instructions.
Serge reached under his seat.
Which is fine if you want to survive, but if you're taking it to the next level, all that jazz will just slow you down. Hurricane to the marrow of Floridan history. And my history always goes bone deep. That's why I prepare for storms with and say, yeah, that's... Wait, I need more Coleman.
I'm still not sure. Coleman flicked a bic. We're likely the only car heading this direction.
I've taken every conceivable precaution, said Serge, absent-mindedly waving a pistol out the window as Coleman did a bong hit. What can possibly go wrong?
Anyway, yeah, that I miss. And I'll tell you something, you guys who listen to... Thank you. But you guys who listen to audiobooks, doing the Tim Dorsey books, again, most fun I get to have as an audiobook narrator. But the problem is... Thank you. The problem is Serge talks so fast because he's hopped up on caffeine. He chugs from the thermos of coffee all day long. And when the first time I did a Serge book, I tried to keep up with him. I was drinking lattes all day long. And by the end of the book, I had this voice and I thought, okay, that's why he talks like that, because he's out of his mind on coffee. But the problem with doing Serge is I get paid by the finished hour. So if a book is 10 hours long, I get 10 times the audiobook rate. But with Serge, because he talks so fast, the books are a lot shorter than they should be. Harper is pretty good, though. They do pay me a little more for those, knowing that I put a lot into those, and they do go by pretty quick with the speed at which Serge speaks. I'm just trying to... I can't tell... How can I see who's still here? I need a grandchild to tell me how to work this computer thing. How does this work? I don't know how do you do this? I don't know. I got this phone. All I can do is make toast. I don't know how to do this. That's Elsie. If you can see that. Meow. What? Squeeze is the only one down here. Elsie? Elsie? C'est la vie. So I got this thing. What's going on here? I got to know. It looks like there are 5 people here. Are there 5 people here? Raise your hand if you're here. I'm here. But yeah, I'm probably
gonna take off in about 5-10 minutes because I gotta feed my children.
Yeah, I know. Oof. But what else? Hey, Disney Mon. I'm trying to figure out. No, I can't. I need to look at your profile pic because I can't tell, but it looks like Stitch. Is it Stitch? Favorite Pokemon region has to be Alola. Has to be Alola because I was the Alolan Pikachu. Also, I loved that game. Oh, squeezes a risen.
Come here, sweet cakes. Come here, Chubsy Ubsy.
I call her Chubsy Ubsy because she's a big fat cat. She's looking at me now like, really? Really? You have to badmouth me to the public that way. But again, wow. It means, I'm just checking out Deco's logo. Is that Boston? Is that what that is? Looks like the cover of a Boston album. Yeah. Besides Pooh. Wow. Aces. I'm a big classic rock fan. But someone asked, I think it was you that asked favorite band, and Mother and OK Go have been, top of my playlist, but Led Zeppelin, greatest rock and roll band in the history of humans, period. Sorry. Yes. When I was younger and still, although, okay, for a long time, King Crimson and Roxy Music, yeah. I'm old. Oh, thank you, F-Zero fan. Can I narrate? Okay, let me see if I can find some Ricky Ricotta. The Scholastic, yeah, there's a Scholastic folder. And there's a whole Ricky Ricotta folder. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to get some Ricky dialogue. Boy, Dr. Stinky. I forgot about Dr. Stinky. Boy, I've forgotten all of these voices. You'll have to forgive me. I'm just looking for some Ricky parts. Well, here is a Ricky Ricotta book. Chapter 1. Ricky. There once was a mouse named Ricky Ricotta who lived in Squeakyville with his mother and father. Ricky liked living with his mother and father, but sometimes he got lonely. Ricky wished he had a friend to keep him company.
Don't worry,
said Ricky's father.
Someday something big will happen, and you'll find a friend.
So Ricky waited. Chapter 2. The Bullies. Ricky liked school, but he did not like walking to school. This was because Ricky was very small, and sometimes bullies picked on him.
Where do you think you are going?
Asked one of the bullies. Sounds like Zigzagoon. Ricky did not answer. He turned and started to run. The bullies chased him. They knocked Ricky down and threw his backpack into a garbage can. Every day the bullies chased Ricky. Every day they knocked him down. And every day Ricky wished that something big would happen.
When does Ricky say something?
Boy, Ricky doesn't say a lot in this one.
Mom, Dad,
said Ricky.
Can I have a pet? Well,
said Ricky's father.
You've been a good mouse lately. Yes,
said Ricky's mother.
I think a pet would be good for you. Hooray!
Said Ricky.
Uh-oh,
said Ricky's parents. I can't show you, but the pet is a giant robot. Which, if you're going to have a pet, what better pet than a giant robot? I love giant robots. I don't know about you guys. When I was a kid, there was a show called, there was Gigantor. That was an anime one of the first anime they showed in America, along with Speed Racer. Hello, Aurora 321. That's right, it's me. Oh, thank you, Mizum for you. Flatwasher. I know you. Good to see you, my friend. Good to be seen by you, if not seeing you. Odu Bathax. Wow. Mind blown. Book 5. You know what, sweetheart? I don't want to. Not everybody here is a Ricky Ricotta fan, I'll do a Ricky Ricotta video just for you though at some point. But right now we're gonna put Ricky aside. Oh, thank you, Wendy. It's lovely to meet you. Thank you so much. Again, you guys, it means so much. It really does. It means so much to have you guys here. Lisa Flanagan, holy smokes! Hey there, welcome. I'm doing requests. If anybody wants me to read anything or do any impressions, or you want to see my cats, knock yourself out. Whatever you like. But I was just saying, I'm touched that there are people here. It means so much. Voice actors are performers who don't have an audience.
Would I want to celebrate how well? I'm gonna have to go with Christmas.
I'd have to listen. Uh-oh, they've gone away. They've gone away, and I'm not going to waste your time hunting for them in the house. But you can look at that. I have plenty of pictures on my Instagram account. Thank you so much, Wendy. Please, you know what? I'm going to do this. I have a Twitch account, which I'd never use, but in a few weeks, I got too much stuff going on right now. In a few weeks, I'm going to start streaming video games on Twitch because I'm a geek. Hello, you. Mwah. It's so good to see you. So good to be seen by you. Miss you. Anyway, what do I love most about Drew's relationship with May? Not much. He was obnoxious. He was so rude to her. That was the thing. And he was like, he thought he was so cool with his collar popped up and his green hair and his Roselia. I'm sorry, but really? That's your Pokemon? Please. Pfft, Roselia. Like fire Pokemon. And somebody with a Charizard, you're dead. Sorry. Yeah, I know my Pokemon. That's the thing. I love Pokemon because it's subculture for kids. And I got into it. I knew about it. I understood. I knew all the names of all the creatures before I started working on the cartoon. And the fact that it's kind of like it's a combination of Janken, if you know what that is, rock, paper, scissors, right? Just because, fire beats plant, plant beats water, water beats fire. Same thing. Oh yeah.
Schmaden, and his name rhymes with Schmaden Schmooky.
Of course, yeah, I think I'm probably known best for my son and I used to play Minecraft in VR, but I'll if people want me to stream Minecraft, I'm not very good at it. That's the problem. But I play a lot of Diablo. I like Blizzard games. But what was I saying? ADD is a terrible, terrible disease. What was I talking about?
Somebody remind me. I'm an old man. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
See, as you've probably seen with everybody else, we just do voices all the time. It's kind of annoying. My kids, when my little girl broke my heart, she's about 4 years old, and I was reading her a bedtime story, and she'd go,
"No voices, Daddy. No voices."
But it's my only superpower. It's all I got. Yeah. But yeah, they're over it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to start streaming games. I enjoy doing that. Like I said, I used to write reviews for a magazine, video game reviews. Do I honestly? I have no idea. I have no idea why we were never able to finish dubbing Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You got me. If they ever decide to do it, I hope it's got lots of Aster in it. I didn't know about the darker storylines. I'm really curious. And again, streaming, I should be streaming Duel Links. Duh. My family's probably really hungry now. I gotta feed them. I tell you what, I'll go to 8 o'clock. I think I can go that late. They may have eaten without me. But yeah, it means Yu-Gi-Oh! I had so much fun doing that. And again, getting to understand that Aster was a big deal. And then in, I think it was 2017 or 2018, I can't remember. Konami invited me to go to Tokyo for the World Finals, the World Championship of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. And it was like a rock star show. It was like a rock. They had huge gouts of flame on the stage, and there were thousands of people, and it was awesome. I haven't seen her in a while. Veronica lives on the West Coast now. I haven't seen her in ages. She's one of my dearest friends. I miss her and Rena so much. One of the last times I saw them was they were here for my daughter's third birthday, or second birthday. Oh, A Link to a Dogman book. Okay, I'll have to look at that. I play anything. I love video games. Don't tell my wife, she doesn't like me playing video games. Yeah, I know. I should grow up someday. My favorite Disney villain? Yeah, it was a lie. I was B-Boy and a bunch. You have to look at my IMDb because I don't remember. My favorite Disney villain. Wow, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. I really love the Queen and Cinderella. Do I have any future? I don't know. I got nothing going on right now. I'm in a video game called Hawked. Oh yes, I should. Kingdom Hearts is a game that I have. There's a big stack of games that I never played that I really like to play. I've heard the same thing, and I love Disney. So, but as far as anime, I haven't done anything in a while. I did this Hawked video game, which is available on all platforms. I play a doctor called Bjorn Bjornsson. Who he's from? Oh gosh, I can't even remember his voice.
He's from Finland and he talks like this.
Persona series. Oh, yeah. No, I've heard about that. I used to play Mario Kart with my children all the time, and now I can't beat them. I used to be able to beat them. I used to let them win, and now they crush me. Makes me so sad. That blue shell. Ugh. What else? I play a lot of Blizzard games. I played Warcraft for a long time. I still play Diablo. I have a lot of friends that play that game. I play Hearthstone. I'm a dork. Oh, that would be awesome. You know? I think so. I absolutely think so. Wait, you're not Kevin Smith, are you? The filmmaker? No. You never know. Could be. Hello, cuz I love this. This is so cool. I've never done this before. By the way, I know some of you have, purchased autographs. I will do the signing later because, again, you don't want to watch me hunched over. And I write slowly. My handwriting is terrible, I should tell you. Wow. You are a Disney fanatic. I'm impressed. I'm a big fan of DC Comics myself and Marvel Comics. But I love modern mythology, and that includes Star Wars and DC Comics and Marvel Comics and Godzilla and King Kong and all that stuff. I love all that stuff, but I'm kind of upset about the fact that the mouse is in charge of Star Wars, Marvel, and all the Disney stuff. Super Sentai. Oh, Kamen Rider. Somewhere in the world, I have a Kamen Rider figure. I gotta dig that up. I know. Yep. I am the same. Not a good handwriter. Oh, Batman Beyond was one of the best shows. I loved that show. I really did. Oh, another classic rock fan. Yeah. No, I'm a big, I mean, like I said, I told you guys I work in a bookstore on Saturdays in Woodstock, and I make, because it's Woodstock and, you know, we're kind of associated with rock and roll. I make playlists to play in the store. And that's one of my favorite things to do. We sell a lot of books about music. In fact, if you like classic rock, there's, Michael McDonald wrote a book. Yeah, I don't know if you know who he is. He's the singer from the Doobie Brothers and a million other things. He was on like most of the Steely Dan albums. One of the greatest singers in the world, in my opinion. But he wrote a book called What a Fool Believes that we sell at the store. So I play a lot of Doobie Brothers when I'm there. Pinocchio. Well, I can't remember when I auditioned for an audiobook for Pinocchio recently. And I basically gave him this voice because that's the voice I remember. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Can I sing as Big the Cat? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Froggy. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, you're right. It does sound more like Mickey Mouse. Not Big the Cat, but that Pinocchio. I can't remember Pinocchio's voice. That was a favorite of mine when I was a kid. Just the whale was so scary. That had some creepy stuff in it. But you were asking, I would definitely say Tangled is probably my favorite Disney movie of all time. Definitely Tangled. I watched that a lot with my little girl, who is not so little anymore. I do know how to play the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Not very good, but I have the best cards because they're all Destiny heroes. I played Duel Links for a while, long enough to unlock Aster and get all the Destiny heroes. But the card game, I don't have enough of a collection to play. I was thinking at some point that I should like get all the Destiny heroes and then sign them and put them up on eBay. If you guys would be interested in that, I'd be happy to do that. And like I said, I am going to start putting up, I have a lot of comic books to sell. So I'm going to, oh my goodness. Whoa. That's crazy. I can imagine that. I saw the funniest video the other day with a dog who had a lightsaber in his mouth running through the house, cutting everything down. I did not play the 3D Sonic games. Yeah. Wow. Boy, I tell you what I wouldn't give to be in a Star Wars movie. I'm a big fan of Star Wars. Big fan of Star Wars, but haven't caught up. I haven't caught up with all the MCU stuff. There's a lot of stuff I need to see. But I am a DC fan at heart. The Justice League has a very special place in my heart. Oh. Wow. I didn't know he played Toad. But yeah, no, I know all those characters. I used to work in a comic book store in a place called Forbidden Planet. Oh, really? I did watch my favorite Star Wars since the first movie was Mandalorian. And, you know, that was Batman and the Outsiders. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you read the Infinity, what was it? No. Not Infinite Crisis. Identity Crisis. one of the best comic books I've ever read. Brad Meltzer. I've actually done some of his audiobooks. He does a series called Ordinary People Change the World. And I got to be Mr. Rogers, which made me really happy. Okay. Wendy. It's Wendy, right? Yes, Wendy. Star Wars has a very special place in my heart. But I didn't like The Empire Strikes Back. I know. It's horrible, right? But I actually, if you have... Oh, thank you, Sam. Back. I hope I'm still in it. Okay. I mostly do audiobooks. I know. It's... If you look at my my Threads account, if you're on Threads, if you look at my Threads, there's a list of reasons why I think Empire is when Star Wars jumped the shark. I'm sorry. And it's funny. It's not mean-spirited. It's funny stuff, I like to think. But go take a look at that and you'll see why I had problems with Empire. It wasn't written by George Lucas. George Lucas wrote the best script, and then the next one was like, not so good. But anyway, no, don't take it so hard, please. I promise. It's funny. Take a look at my Threads account. I am not surprised manga exploded in popularity. Anime is so huge, not everybody reads. Not as many people are into manga, I think, as they are into anime, but yeah, no. Yeah. Why? Because Jaden wasn't as good. Jaden's not as good as him. And he was the star of the show. That's why. I should have been star of the show. Okay. I didn't want to hurt your feelings because it means I know how important it is. I know a lot of people love Yoda. I was disappointed because, again, I love Star Wars and I knew about Yoda before I saw the movie, but then his voice, he sounds like Miss Piggy. Come on, an 800-year-old Jedi Master shouldn't sound like Miss Piggy and Grover. I know, I'm a cranky old man, but that was my problem when I was a kid. Also, I'm sorry. The answer to I love you is not I know. That's what a jerk would say. And Han was just a jerk in that movie. That's not cool. I know. He ad-libbed that line. That's not okay. Someone says I love you and you're about to be sealed in carbamide. You don't say I know. You say I love you too. Don't worry, I'll be back. That's what you say. Anyway. Oh, of course I know. Yeah, Frank Oz. And, he's Miss Piggy. He's Grover. I've known his voice since I was little. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun because I was 13 when I guess it was it was 79 or 80. I can't remember, but I was about 13 and I was so excited. And there were so many lines, right? He doesn't. But there were so many lines. Oh, Deku, yes. Okay. The Everything Box by Richard Kadrey. That is one of my favorite books that I've ever done. And very much it's darkly humorous, very much along the lines of the Tim Dorsey books. What else? America Fantastica. One of the last books I did. Yeah. Tim O'Brien, a magnificent writer. I'm so lucky to get to do. I'm so grateful that HarperCollins picked me for that book. Very, very funny. Also very poignant. I made me cry at least once. Other than that, yeah, I'd have to say the Richard Kadrey books. There's two, The Everything Box and the second one. The weather where I live He's humid and wet. It's horrible. Right? I know. Yeah, totally. I know. Because Harrison Ford said it felt he couldn't say I love you back because Han wouldn't say that. Also, I have to say this. The dumbest line I've ever heard in a movie is when Leia calls Han laser brain. What? Oh, what's a space insult? Laser brain. Duh. If you had a laser brain, it would be more efficient. You could store information holographically. Laser brain, walk into this, will you? That made me so mad. Yes, it was Veronica Taylor who I met doing... I used to do language programs. When people learned to speak English, they would listen to me and people like Veronica say things like, "Excuse me, is this the soup spoon? Can you tell me how to find the post office? Thank you very much." And that was a great job because we got paid good money just to talk like robots. There are 1,025 species of Pokemon? Wow. There was a Pokemon contest to see, they had all these Pokemon voice actors to see if we could name all the Pokemon. And I got eliminated pretty early, which was very disappointing because I know my Pokemon. My all-time favorite movie. Wow. That's a tough question. My all-time favorite movie. Yerp. Let me see. I'm just trying to think of a movie that's my go-to when I'm like, I'm sad. I want to watch a movie that makes me happy. Probably The Big Lebowski. Darren, I didn't work with... I can't remember. T2's awesome. I don't think I've ever seen T3. But I think I worked with Darren on Fighting Foodons. I can't remember. Because Darren was... Initially, I think he was directing mostly, and then he started doing voices on Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't a thing when I started at 4Kids. I'm impressed. I mean, I know the OG Pokemon, the first generation, I know them pretty well. Holy smokes, it's 5 after 8. I'm gonna have to get going. I'm so sorry. You have no idea how much fun this is. I cannot believe I've been here for 2 hours. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. Which gives you an idea of what a blowhard I am. I love talking. I talk for a living. But, oh, I did not know. You know what? I still have those Pokemon from Burger King. I still have those. I collected all of them. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's one of my favorites. Absolutely. Wendy, thank you. F-Zero fan, thank you so much. Chiba, oh, I'm so sorry you're just joining now. I'm going to have to leave. Love you, cuz. This has been so much fun. Mwah. Chibi Aaron, thank you for being here. I'm sorry I got to bail. I got to go cook dinner for my family. I'm going to do stuff like this again. And I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch if you want to see me play video games. And I'll do voices. Goodbye, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. This was the best time I've had in I cannot tell you how long. So thank you so much. Oh, that's what I got to go figure out. You're the best. And I will leave you with my standard farewell salutation that every audio engineer is sick of hearing and has been for the last 25 years. Aw. Thank you, Tom. I hope you can watch this, and like I said, I'll be streaming on Twitch again, but I'm gonna leave you with One of my favorite lines from Looney Tunes.
Well, goodbye. And don't think it hasn't been a little slice of heaven, 'cause it hasn't.
But it has. It means a lot, you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you soon.